Nana says hi, Sam. Jamie says hi, Sam. Evelyn said hi.
That's good. Everybody saying hi. I'm gonna buy you part.
Hey, Melinda. Let's see. All right. So, yes, like I was saying, what up, 12 Stones? Where's your Dr. Pepper? I don't know. Okay, hang on 1 second. Maddie's gonna join us. Give me 1 second. He's supposed to already be here. Add to stage.
Oh, I'm here.
Are we in? Are you in?
Yeah.
You're in. Hey, Rebel at Heart.
Hey, Maddie.
Sorry.
Sorry.
I'm late.
You're good. Yeah, better late than never, right?
Right.
Hey, haven't seen my room. Am I yelling? I hope I'm not yelling. I mean, I might be hard of hearing, but
There he is. I can see him now.
yep. We see you. We see you. Henry, Leslie, Ramona, howdy. Thank you for being in here. I'm missing comments. Hey, John, Fishing and Hunting, Rebel at Heart. I'm gonna go up here and turn on to all comments, live chat. Take it a second to update. All right, so yeah, we were just kind of starting introductions. I was telling everybody, of course, they know. If you're here, you probably know who I am. I'm Carrie, Outdoor Adventures with Carrie. It's my channel. And this is JB. Hello. JB Conway. And ta-da, we got Sam. This is Sam. And the whole purpose of today, hey, Fisherman 506, kind of just give JB the stage to tell her story. And brought Maddie in here to ask some questions.
It's been a while.
Yeah, I'm Maddie.
Hi.
Hey, Roadkill Ron. Yes, and Maddie is graciously going to MC. Yes. So, without further ado, I'm gonna give JB the stage, and then we'll move on to Maddie asking whatever he's got for us. And I appreciate all of you guys being in the chat and here, and just being present for this. So, thank you. And without further ado, ma'am.
Okay. First of all, I'd like to say hello to everyone. Hi, Mickey. I saw you come in too. And just here to kind of explain and clear the air. The wind's been blowing really hard lately, and there's been some rumors on the wind that I've heard, and I want to put those rumors to rest. So, first of all, has anybody have any questions?
If you have any questions, you can put them in the chat, and we'll periodically go ahead and answer those. But hopefully, I'm sure Maddie's got some questions I lined up, I believe, and we don't know any of these questions, so maybe some of these will help answer whatever anybody else might have. So
yeah, no, I'm gonna answer ask the hard questions.
okay.
Maybe,
that sounds intimidating.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well,
and
shoot.
Anybody that's watching on the Backwoods channel right now, I'm not talking. It's just you're watching it. That's just it's a thing. I'm not paying any attention. So if you say hi to me on there, I'm not there. I can see it, but I'm not there.
Jamie, absolutely not.
Jamie, of course.
So it looks like it's nice there right now.
Yeah, sun's going down.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty nice.
What's the temperature?
I don't know. It's starting.
That's 65.
Okay.
But the wind's blowing a little bit.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
We got a little bit of tailwind.
Yeah,
So shoot.
we got some snow here.
Well, you can keep it. We don't need it.
You keep it.
Yeah,
I got plans out, man.
Yeah, no 34-letter words around here.
Right. Yeah, I don't like that. Yeah, everybody knows I don't like that one either.
It's too cold. It was too cold. Yes, it was. It was here too, Jamie. It was real cold this morning.
Yes.
Oh yeah. It was
And last
cold.
night.
You really know. Hey,
Yeah.
Captain Cage Free. Appreciate you being here.
I appreciate the heck out of you, Jamie. I really do.
So we got a good question real quick before we plan to go deep this evening, just to preface. So for those of you that are wondering, this is not a surface level live, or that's not the purpose of this. But this first question is great. What is the craziest thing that has ever happened at the campground RV park?
Oh my goodness.
Oh my God.
Well,
Well,
my ex had a knife pulled on him, and we had to call out the sheriff. And he was chased all through the woods, all the way around the park. That was pretty nutso.
and I've had rocks thrown at me and had to get the damn Turkey County to come out and arrest this girl because she broke a bunch of windows in somebody's camper. So that's going to be the weirdest.
Hi, Jan. So there you go.
Hey,
How you
Jan.
doing? Hey, Jan. Thank you for being in here.
And
Appreciate you.
that's just some stuff you have to look forward to, Carrie.
Yes. Hey, TNT Adventures. Thank you for being in here, man. Yes, it is. It is just some of the many things
Yeah.
I have to look forward to, you know? Hey, I like a little spice in life sometimes.
Right.
A little excitement.
Oh my God.
Just,
I'm sorry, guys.
just kidding. Just kidding.
I was looking for a Spitfire, and I found one.
Yep.
Yeah, buddy.
Oh, goodness. So, yeah, Maddie, you got a question you want to ask? Or how do you want to do this?
So you know, JB, and now how long have you had the park for?
I've had the park basically since 95.
95.
1995. I became owner of the park in 1999.
Okay. And so, and what would possess someone to think that it's a good idea for Carrie?
I'm not going to assume to make a presumption on her, but well, quite honestly, we had been through. My husband and I had decided to leave the park, or I should say, this north side of the park, which is a fairly, good monthly income, to the rest of the park as a trust to take care of the financial needs of the park. To do any refurbishings on the roads or the lights, or to put in park benches or plant trees, or that kind of stuff. That's what we had originally intended to do, and we talked it over very heavily, and this was around 2012.
Okay.
And in 2016 he passed from a heart attack, and I was left the park to work it myself. It had always been him and I. We had never had anyone work for us because we had always done it together. And then I had to start trying to hire on somebody to help me continue to do the work here. And I went through several workers in Cherokee County. People don't like to work, or people just don't like to work in general. I'm not sure which it is. It could be both.
Probably,
But
a little bit of everything.
But you know, I'd spend half my day trying to track down the help I'm paying to find them at the other end of the park in the truck with the air conditioner going, taking a nap.
You know what? Don't talk about Sam like that.
No. They're not talking about me.
I went through
I
two
know, I'm
workers
kidding.
before I
I'm
found
kidding. I
Sam.
love you,
Yeah.
Sam.
Yeah, I know.
Sam is one of the most dedicated and responsible employees I've ever had. I do not challenge his honesty and integrity towards me. Not at all. Not towards his loyalty to the park or to me or to Carrie.
Me neither. I don't trust it whatsoever at all, especially for the amount of time.
I have trusted Sam with everything I got.
Oh, I know. I mean, I
So-
knew from the time I met Sam. He's just one
Yeah.
of those people.
The man has integrity and a backbone and is willing to work.
Mm-hmm.
He has a
Show
great
up.
work ethic.
I might be a little slow, but I get it done.
Yeah, he don't listen a lot of times, but that's just when he has to do it over again.
Yeah,
Right.
I'll admit to that one.
But that's kind of how Sam and I met, and how Sam is part of this park as well. And then in was it 2019?
17.
No, it wasn't.
2017 is when I started. This is 2024. I've
Yeah,
been here 7
well,
years.
My husband died in 16. I hired
Yeah.
Sam in 17. I'd gone through 2 previous employees. And then not long after that, my health just was declining. In 2019, I had open heart surgery that I didn't know I was going to have. And I have just never come back from that physically. And thank God for Sam by that time. I am close with the Father, and I talk to him all day, every day. And I put it in his hands to help me or show me or to help me find the person that was going to take this over, because there was never going to be any monetary value in it for me.
Sure.
Hey, Sean.
Yeah, we know. We know it's and we've talked about this before, GB, and you know, Carrie.
I've talked about it with quite a few people.
Yeah, it's a
Because
long-term,
you have to send the feelers out.
yeah, it's a long-term investment. It's not a short ROI.
It's a long-term commitment.
Yeah.
There's just something about this land. There's 11 acres here. I'm on the lake, and I know it has a high value. But it isn't something I wanted to see. I didn't want to see it destroyed from what it is. I wanted it to remain a park. I wanted it to remain open for families to come and enjoy themselves. I wanted it to remain that. I didn't want it to wind up a parking lot or just boat stalls.
Yeah. Well, it makes sense.
It's got a life. This land has a life.
Yeah.
Well, it's been this has been an RV, like especially this land right here that we're still on, this section of what used to be a whole big huge section.
It used to be 32 acres.
Yeah. And then there was a lot of drama, and there was a separation, and the decision was eventually made, from what I understand, to not leave it to them because of the drama that went down.
Right.
And so what's left here was and has been an RV park since 1957. And
I didn't want to lose that history.
No.
And I don't either.
And like I said, I've been here ever since 2017. this is my life. It don't matter if I move off. I'm still going to be part of this park.
Now to go back to the timeline just a little bit, like I said, 2012 was when we started looking at what we were going to do. You know, because we were having our wills made out at that time and doing all of that. And so it's been an ongoing challenge, and all I could do was to put it in Father's hands and tell him, show me. You know, show me who's supposed to be here. Show me. Because you know that he has all the answers.
Right. Well, that's the best way to do it.
And Father was even part of me getting out and ever doing anything anywhere around YouTube. Okay. Or to get to know the different homesteaders, or to want to be friends and get to know these people, because these are my people. These are the people who think that like I do, that we have common values and common goals.
Mm-hmm.
And I wanted to keep all that. And the first event that I attended was Shoot Day.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe that was 2019.
No, it was after the big
Or
scene.
2020.
It
It was
might have been
gonna-
2020.
I think it was 2021 or 2022.
Well, whichever it was, that was my first event that I ever went to. And
I was this other side.
There were certain things that I was looking for in someone to be able to take this place over, and to be able to run it and run it well. And over the time, I met Carrie there at Shoot Day. That was the first time I met her. And
I didn't have a channel.
no, she didn't have a channel. I got a channel, but I don't do anything with it. But I did that to calm the YouTube people down.
Well, and,
I
and
don't
you're,
think I
and
ever
you're
really-
welcome, JB, because I'm the one that taught Carrie into coming.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna. I was so nervous about going to. I was just like, I don't know.
Well, there was another person out there in YouTube land that was supposed to meet me there as well, and they never showed.
Yeah.
I brought my fishing poles, and like I had an escape plan. Like if it didn't work out, I knew exactly what I was gonna do if I felt awkward or whatever at the.
Well,
at the
I had to get out there, and I had to get among the people, and I had to listen, and I listened very carefully and a lot. And I approached a few different people over the park, but nobody met the criteria. There wasn't anybody willing to come here and run this place, which is what it needs. That's what it has to have, is someone here on the ground.
Sure, of course.
And everybody has their own life, and I understand that. But I believe the whole time that the Father was removing things from my life, that he was actually pushing us closer together to where we got to know each other quite a bit more. And then I finally made up my mind on the decision about Carrie when we had the meetup last year. I got to watch her perform in a very critical situation, and she did awesome. I was pretty much astounded, and I prayed over it. And Father was telling me yes, but Carrie was telling me, now wait. But I can be pretty mouthy. My friends know that. I'm not one to pull.
We both do.
I am not one to pull punches. I will tell you what I think. You know, don't ask my opinion unless you want the truth, because you're gonna hear it. And I just kept contacting her and talking with her, and she finally agreed.
It took me a
And
while. It took me. It wasn't a decision made
quickly or easily.
No.
or lightly. Like,
No.
it involves, for me, it involves an entirely different life. I'm still in Oklahoma, but it's
She has to move her children. She has to
Yeah.
move from somewhere she's lived her whole life.
and I've lived in the same house for a decade, like on purpose, because stability,
Right.
But I constantly I knew my dream was eventually to be out. I actually had said it multiple times to my mom, and to other people that I wanted about 10 acres and I could start a tiny house community.
We got 11.
And a lot of the different things that a lot of the similar things that align with this place, I was already saying that I wanted in my life. And that was long before Shoot Dang or I'd ever met JB or even YouTube. I didn't even start watching YouTube until like 2021 or 2022, something like that. My life had become really stagnant, and I didn't know what I was necessarily like after. I thought possibly not that a happiness resides in a relationship, but I truly thought that the one thing that would get me to move out of my house that I was in for a decade would be like building a life with someone. And the reality is like, it's been a decade. I don't have time to
Jamie.
Yeah. I do need it, Jamie. But the reality is that I thought it would be something different than what it was. And my life after multiple relationships didn't work out. I just really refocused back on what makes me happy. And it was always being by the water. And then I had told my mom, I'm going to go, I want to get some land. I want to get, whatever I need to do to start going after that. And that was kind of around the same time, JB, she's kept cornering me.
Oh God.
I kept poking her because
I ain't gonna say corner, but
I kept poking at her because Father said that she would be good.
Yeah.
But here's something we have discovered in talking since since she's come down since the first of the year, is just through our talking about our past. I believe I've been led to this decision all along. I mean, there were some major events in my life that changed the way I had to live. Because I've always been an extremely independent woman. I'd get out there and I could work an 18-year-old into the ground. Well, couldn't do that no more.
I hate to say, but I think she still can.
Yeah. I mean, we still fear you, JB. We fear you.
But there's been a lot of changes that happened way before Carrie was ever even dreamed of.
Mm-hmm.
Almost 10 years before that changed the direction of my life, which when you look at what happened in hers, it kept flowing together to make this possible for both of us.
Well, and I will say, like, the first time I've lived in Oklahoma my whole life, but I always heard, like, when I was growing up, the Illinois River was the party place, and there was always trouble,
Yeah.
like there was
trouble.
Yeah, there was always trouble up there, and that
Been there, done that.
see, there's a proof, and that so I just avoided it. Like I didn't want to deal with trouble. I am somebody that tries to walk a wide path around shenanigans that don't involve me, right? Like I just don't want to deal with it. And so I never came up here. 2020, after I started kayaking, was literally the first time I had been to the Illinois River, and I did a 16-mile canoe trip down the Illinois River, and have been kept coming back ever since. And it just so happened that at something completely unrelated, which was YouTube, a YouTube meetup, we crossed paths, and yeah, so that's kind of how I even got mixed into in this area, in this vicinity in general.
But it's good, and this is what I want. I am mentally sound. I'm
and that's what
physically
and I'll
physically
say this.
needy, but mentally sound.
Yeah. I mean, I've known on both ends, because I've had phone calls with both of you over the past year and a half where JB's like, what do you think? And I got Carrie that's like, what do you think? And I'm pretty sure I gave you guys both the same answer, as that Carrie's perfect. And I think, it's just, you guys just mesh well together.
Yeah, we do. We work well together, even. This whole thing is done under an agreement.
Yep.
Carrie has full control of the business. Okay. And that's never going to change. She's the boss. Yay. Anybody that's been the boss knows how good that feels.
And I hate to say it's weird for me to be working for two women, but I do, and I'm still great at my job.
Well, Sam, I'm going to tell you, I say a prayer for you every day. Every day.
He needs
it. I'm in the same predicament you are.
That are your boss, but I know.
But no, your diabetes, ever since I've known you, I've been trying to keep track of it. But I've had to change phones since then, so I got to get you reprogrammed in my phone to where I can contact you.
Right on.
But no, the thing is, and the main reason for this tonight is that I've heard some rumors, and there is no base or foundation to these rumors. It's either somebody that's jealous because of what we do have together and what's happening, or somebody just flat out telling lies. But you hear it once, you just kind of think about it. You hear it twice, you got to take it a little bit further, and you got to take steps to squash it. And so this is my attempt to squash this. This is what I want. This is the agreement I want to do. Carrie's becoming like my daughter, okay, as well as my friend. And in so many ways, I need her so much more than she needs me. So much more.
Oh, I know, because I just know, I mean, you guys, holidays and stuff you're spending together. I mean, that's what you guys are, you got your little family extension going.
Yes.
And this is one thing that I wanted to bring up, because I haven't had too many conversations with anybody, but I know, because, it's like I see on Carrie's end, and I probably haven't even told you, JB, but I'm going to bring it up here. The amount of thought that Carrie, anybody that knows Carrie really knows her. The amount of thought that Carrie puts into stuff is insane.
Yes.
I always tell her she's 10 years ahead of herself. On
she's 10 years ahead of me, and I'm 66.
Yeah, right. she's always 10 years ahead. But
I ain't proud of yet.
I think that when you think about what's going on, you know, if there was things being said, you know, whether it be rumors or whatnot, there's a lot that people never know about what goes on in the background.
Exactly.
And the amount of time.
Anybody that thinks that anyone who even thought that I was being taken advantage of is so far out of the ballpark.
Well, and this is
that is not happening.
Well, I've had
this is happening because this is what I want to happen.
You know, when somebody is taking advantage of somebody, they don't work as hard as Carrie does. And I know I've got hundreds of hours on the phone with Carrie while she's driving to and from when she's coming out.
She's amazing.
Yep. And
I mean, she'll be here for 2 days, go home for a day, and be back the next day.
Yeah, and I'm not trying to, you know, nobody needs to boost Carrie's ego right now because we're fishing against each other this weekend. So I don't know, need her ego going all over. We don't need this one. She's already got the unfair advantage. She's got she's got the better weather, and but anyway, no, I mean, it's, you know, there's Carrie, the amount of thought that Carrie's put into this, and the times that we talk on the phone. Sometimes I'm sitting there for 3 hours on the phone with Carrie, and she's going on and on. I was thinking about gravel. And then I listened to Carrie talk about gravel for parking spots for an hour and a half.
Yeah.
So this isn't somebody that doesn't, you know, that's trying to get one over on somebody, doesn't talk about gravel for an hour and a half on the phone.
Oh, no. She's already taken care of 2 pretty big problem children.
Right.
Here, and I've told her from the very beginning, running an RV park is like being a kindergarten teacher.
Could be careful how well you say that. They might be walking around.
But it is. I tell her all the time. I says, "How's it feel to be a teacher?"
Well, that's right up her alley.
Oh, she is so diplomatic, guys. Smooth. It is a pleasure to watch her walk. I mean, I could just sit back there and, yeah, that's my girl. I love it.
Hey,
No,
Crescent.
I think you picked a good predecessor, JB, and I
think
told
so
you
too.
I told you that from the beginning. And I don't think you could have picked. Everything happens for a reason too. God.
Exactly. But that was the big one though, is I just wanted to squash any rumors or anything out there. Quite truthfully, y'all want to give me a call, I'll talk to you. You want to know, you got a question, call me directly.
Well, what fun's
I ain't got a
that,
problem
JB?
with that.
What fun's that? What fun's that? They won't have anything else to talk about anymore.
Well, sorry, folks. I'll just let you know that everything is golden on this end, and I intend to keep it that way.
Also, just full disclosure, this live was not my idea.
No,
so
it was mine.
Yeah.
Actually,
I wanted
Carrie,
to say what I had to say to everybody at one time.
Did you tell JB what I said last night?
No, say it again.
When I was like, do you want me to? I was like, we should do it live.
Oh yeah.
When we were on the phone. Great minds think alike, JB.
Oh, I'd said that way before you.
Yeah.
Oh, I know you did, but I
noticed today everybody's getting a little bit of harassment. It seems to be in the air.
Oh no.
As far as the rumor mill goes.
I don't let anybody harass me anymore. That's what happens when you don't put content out.
Fair.
Do you see how much? Do you see how much well better rested I am now?
Yes.
I'm
It's
happy.
good to see you well better rested.
Yeah, it's glad to see you rested.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna have
Well, it's
videos
nice
coming
to see
out.
you looking human.
Yeah, videos are gonna be coming out, but it's gonna be spread out more. So it's gonna be different. It'll be fun though. And Carrie's gonna have more videos coming out too, right?
Yes. Oh yeah, I've got a whole lot of stuff going on. Shh, don't say anything. Sam's liable to give away the secrets.
All right, I'm gonna shut up.
Bean spiller on board.
No, I'm not gonna spill it.
Yeah.
I'll keep my mouth shut.
Yep. So, but yeah, we got a lot of stuff coming, in the next, well, as Maddie said, I'm 10 years ahead. So
Hey,
just
John.
imagine that.
Always.
I've got 10 years worth of plans right now.
Oh, at least.
At least.
That I want to get done by next spring.
Yeah. or should we say June
of this year?
She wants it done by June.
Yeah, she just needs Bill Gates' bank account too. That's all.
That's all I need. If any millionaires are just like billionaires, gajillionaires, like infinite heirs, if you're watching this right now and you're feeling philanthropic, I could spend your money on some good stuff like for historical purposes. Just kidding. But I would take $1 billion donation.
I would take any donation, $10 donation.
Yeah, I think we all will. At this point, I think all of us need donations.
Mm-hmm. We do. Listen, I'm not even going to go to my plans if I get that kind of money, we'll all be all right. That's all I can say.
No,
as soon as I get off here, I'm going to get my Mega Millions. As soon as I get off here, gotta go buy my ticket.
Your Mega Millions?
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be crazy if you won the Mega Millions?
You know what? And
tonight,
anybody that wants to make a comment about why waste your money on the lottery, I spend like $3 a month on it. It's a it's a little piece of maybe one day. You know what I mean? A little bit. It's $3.
Oh, well, you ain't winning if you don't buy one. That's for doggone sure.
Exactly. It's like, doesn't that money go to doesn't that money go directly to the schools? Is it a lot of that for schools and stuff?
Well, we're number 49 in education.
You guys, so... I'm talking about Ohio. We're a little bit better.
Maybe our money goes to your schools.
Probably. Yeah, Oklahoma's carrying Ohio.
Yeah, that's just like you fly over Ohio. It's Ohio, okay? They get real high over it.
Oh, yeah. So what? All right, and I'm gonna ask. Let's ask some like fun questions though. So like, what? So JB, now because you're kind of retired. I know you're still. I know you.
Yes.
You're not gonna get away from it, but it's like,
oh no.
What are you like? What are you excited to see Carrie doing? Like, what are you excited for?
Oh gosh, there's so many things, and I want to help. I ain't going anywhere either. I'm gonna stay here and be your pain in the side. You like that?
The supervisor. The supervisor.
At least you got a fun supervisor, Carrie.
Yes, I do. That's knowledgeable.
Right.
And knows the ropes and just laughing at me, try to learn them, but also allowing me to learn them, So.
Well, what about you, Carrie?
Well, she came in here the day before January 1st, and she says, "Well, now what?" I says, "Well, make it yours. You're the boss."
And I was like, "Are you sure?"
Now, Carrie, what are you most excited about? Like, and you don't, because I know you have secrets that you have to keep. because you're doing stuff, you're getting stuff going. I know some stuff because we're besties and you tell me everything, but I won't ruin it.
Thank you.
But
Thank
is there
you.
anything that you can tell us that, like, give us something? Can you give us anything, like a little surprise?
So I'll give you two things that I'm very excited about on here. And that's one is getting out here and being out here, you know, permanently, right? And the second thing is having a really cool, unique, rentable cabin for people along the lake, fishermen, hunters, different times of the year, to be able to come in and rent out a unique cabin in the woods right next to the lake. And when I say unique, something that is historical, so it's been there since 1957. We literally just pulled out a bottle of whiskey that's been in the wall since then. I got that sitting on my counter in the RV. It's empty, but it's been there since 1957, which is super cool. So when we build the walls back, that bottle of whiskey is going back in the wall. That's what my intention is. And then, yeah, even if I don't know, I'll probably cover it up. I might make it seeable. Who knows? But I'm excited about having a space that's done, that's completed, that I had like mental energy that went towards designing it. And my goal is to make it something that will stand another 70, 80, 100 years, because that's how long it's been up. So, you know, I'm really excited about that. And then I can't tell you what I'm most excited about. I will tell you, I am going to be doing a mural somewhere.
Ooh, yeah.
So I'll tell you that, like, there will be a mural up somewhere. I do like to paint. Y'all, I don't know how much I've shared that with the people, but yeah, I like to paint. And so there might be a mural or 5 that are going up somewhere.
Are you going to do a boudoir photo of Sam on the side of the cabin?
Oh my God. What are you talking about?
Like
an outdoor
this?
shower just to make sure that happens.
No.
He'll look like one of those, like the
I'm
little
sitting here trying to chat with people and listen to y'all at the same time.
Thanks, Cold Beer. I appreciate that one.
cold beers in
Gave
here.
me, yeah, he said in 100
look
years,
what I
Carrie
have
will be
on.
100. Yeah, he's cold. Maddie's wearing a Cold Beer shirt, by the way. Cold Beer.
I am.
I ain't got one of those,
We'll have to fix that.
but I got one of these.
Just got a Lake Tinker shirt.
Oh, here.
We'll all be at the meetup, but
Yeah, I've been letting a lot of people know I'll be there.
boom, he's got his karaoke hat.
Yeah,
Oh,
I got mine too.
Yep,
Right
boom.
now,
believe it or not, I've given out 60 of those, but I see maybe 4 or 5 people that wear them.
I wear mine pretty regularly. I had it sitting right here.
Well, I think it's a smart looking hat. It's simple.
Oh,
Thank
it
you,
is.
Crescent.
It is. No, it's a nice hat. I got some fish gunk on it too. Little fish gunk.
Legit. Yes.
Actual fish junk, or was it worm junk?
It's fish. It's fish.
Uh-huh. Because I heard something.
It was fish.
Do you
pooping.
when's the last time you caught a fish?
That's a hard one.
Just kidding. Just kidding.
No,
Just
it is.
kidding.
It is a hard one. I don't think it's probably been 6 months.
No, you say too long.
No,
That's how
I'm
long
unfortunate
it's
that I remember it. But, it's different, Carrie, because when you use a rod and a reel to like actually catch them, instead of trapping them, with jugs and.
Who's that?
That's my friend Crescent.
Oh,
Longtime good friend. Yes, she does have a painting of mine. One of my friends mentioned she has a painting of mine that I made her. Yes, I do. I did make her one. So yeah, thank you. Cold Beer's got a karaoke sticker on his door. That's sweet.
awesome. Thank you, John.
I do have a question for you because I don't want to get super surface level before we, cut anything off or, before, and there's not necessarily an end time on this live, but I do, he said, what?
Not
Someone said
jugs, John. It's hugs.
Disc jugs, but not disc hugs. I have a question. Has this transition been how has this transition been for you?
Well, I knew you guys going to have to make changes in my life, as far as things go, but I'm completely happy with the way things have transpired and are transpiring. We're still in the motion.
Yeah.
But no, I'm not disappointed or upset with anything. I'll be honest, for what she'd be the first one to know.
Yeah, she doesn't hold back.
No, they don't hold back.
Never
whatsoever.
holds back.
No.
if she lets you know.
Well, it's one of those things that, if you're my friend and you ask me for my opinion, I'm going to give it. And I'm going to tell you the truth. Because, man, it's not hard to remember the truth, but you start telling any fibs and you can't keep up with them.
Well, if you ask me a question, I'm going to ask you, do you want to know the truth very bluntly, like plainly spoken as I would to anybody who I'm very close with? Or do you want me to lighten it up a bit so it's more easily digestible for people who don't like direct?
Who do you do that for, Carrie? Because you sure don't do that for me.
I didn't give you the option.
You don't give.
You don't need no
You're
fluff.
lying to people now.
You need fluff?
You need fluff?
No, I never.
I didn't realize you were in the fluff crack category.
No, hey, you know what? It's 2024. You can't judge me if I did need fluff.
You want to bet?
I could be a big fluffer.
There ain't nothing about this day and time that's going to change me.
Oh, I know.
Okay. Hi, Evelyn. I know you ain't gonna get up to the meetup that you got the rod from me, but that's no problem.
Here, keep talking.
But
I'll
I'd
be back in a minute. I gotta use the little boys' room.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna go do the same thing after you get back, but not
Okay.
the boys' room, the girls.
Oh God.
There is no little boys' room around here. It's all girls.
Like I said, it's 2024. If you need to use the boys' room, we can't say anything about it.
No, thank you. Not for me. You, Sam, you don't have work while you're going to continue. You
Well,
don't have to
see,
say
one of the buildings that we're redoing used to be a bathhouse.
But
And I'm
trying to
sure
figure
that
it out.
over the door there was not a unisex sign.
Why not?
I'm positive of that.
Evelyn said that she's coming. John Colbier, you need fluffing? Do you need
Don't go there.
Yeah, no, I'm not.
Colbier knows things I know too. I know what fluffing is. John, you bad boy.
Evelyn says, I'm coming, just carpooling. I won't have room to pack it. There you go, Sam.
Okay, well, I will have you a fishing rod if you want to fish.
Well,
yeah. John got me on that one. I know what fluffing is.
I'm gonna have to Google.
I'll tell you as soon as we're done.
Okay. Learning all kinds of things.
Man, if anybody needs a fishing pole at the meetup, I should have extra fishing poles.
And if not, then I'll loan you mine.
Yeah.
I got a lot too.
One of us will have something.
And man, have I got the tackle.
I'm not loaning mine though.
This girl's got the tackle, but I want to make sure it gets back to her.
I'm gonna be busy using mine. We may bring.
I've got surf rods. I've got little poles. I'll make sure if there's any kids, if I need one, I'll make sure they got something.
Yeah.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah.
Well,
Thanks, Gillen Farms. I mean, if you can bring any extras, that'd be helpful.
What we spoke about earlier, do you have anything else that should be said?
I think that the only thing that I want to say, and maybe I might wait till Maddie gets back to say the last thing is just my perception on the advantage taking and, human nature and people, all that good stuff. So I'm going to share that here in just a second. Let's see how long it takes. Question: Did you make the point of this live? It's awesome, but sounded more dramatic than it is. LOL. That's Critter Creek.
Yeah, that's Mickey.
I don't know that.
The point of this live was the fact that I was hearing rumors from several different sources about some things that were being said about this transition between Carrie and I. And that's why I'm having this live, to set those rumors or assumptions to rest. That is my main point, because I'm not being taken advantage of. I don't.
No.
Carrie's not being taken advantage of.
Mm-mm.
We both got our eyes wide open walking into this. And I'm happy. I'm happy with the way it's turning out.
And to that, I will just say, I'll just go ahead and say it. I won't wait for Maddie to come back. But if you're hearing people talk about things, or, especially the whole taking advantage thing, especially because, I'm not going to go into depth at all whatsoever, but
I'm not going to name names, Gillums. I'm not going to name names. It's just, I heard it, and I've heard it from more than one source, so it was time to put it to rest.
But the reality is that over the last little while, there has been some incidences that have occurred where there was advantage taking being done. What up, Maddie? Welcome back. There was advantage taken being done by people
I saw the
to
question.
JB.
That's what I just.
Yeah.
And since
So you think the rumors?
so since
No.
Yeah.
So yeah, in the last couple of weeks, several incidences have happened, and where people have taken advantage of certain people. And since I've been around, that's something that has ceased to continue. And I would just say that if you are hearing people talk, you might consider your source. You might consider what's being said might be false, and ask, or even me, I'd be happy to talk about whatever anybody has questions about as well. But before you jump on a bandwagon of assumption, right? Because you know what they say about assuming, it makes an
ass
me.
out of you and me, eh?
Yeah,
Yes,
there you go.
Exactly.
Backwoods
And have I
word.
confronted my
Everybody
sources?
remember
Yes,
that.
I have.
Sources have been confronted by her. I mean, I've stayed out of that. In fact, a lot of it was stuff that she kept from me because
I wasn't wanting to put it on her plate anyway. I know how full her plate is. I wanted to try to handle it on my own until I figured I can't.
And that's one reason all of us are here on this live.
Uh-oh. I
Because
think
I
Darcy's
want to
mad
clear
at me
the
for
air
saying the
just
A
like
word.
anybody else.
that's funny, John.
Yeah.
So personal. We learn so much about Colbert every time he comes in one of my lives. I'm like, yeah, I know him very well. Feels like
I want him to be my friend.
I like for him to be mine too.
yeah, it just gets old hearing stuff, especially like for me, I kind of I'll just say that I'm gonna leave my opinion out of it. I don't need to put my perception on the situation at all or share any of that. Just know that that what I'm doing is also moving up here and making the decision to run the park, and it's big. It's a huge commitment. It is like a marriage, looking at getting married or something. It's as significant as that in my mind. And I didn't take that lightly. Like I consulted many of the people in my life that I know make sound decisions, and some of them I consulted, 5,000 times Um,
Yeah. Yeah.
so
I wonder if there's a way to see how many hours we've been on the phone, Gary.
talking about the specific topic or the how.
Or just in
Yeah.
general. I mean, the
Yeah, thank
specific
you, Jen.
topic's got to be insane. I bet you easily, I bet you it's about 15 hours a week.
Probably.
Easy.
Probably. Yeah. Oh yeah. Over a how long a period? Let's see.
Year and a
A
half?
year.
Well,
Year-
if
A year and a half, but a year very seriously.
Dawn, yes, I do.
if you happen to see her last video about the dump site, get gravel, I had to show her a
I
few
gotta go to the
ropes.
restroom.
I had to show a few ropes, but she's nailed it.
Well, thank you, Sam. You're a good teacher.
Yeah. I've been teaching her the ropes. I mean, I'm not going to work. I don't care if I move or what, Maddie.
Now, Sam,
I-
did you make sure she got 57 limestone?
Oh, not yet.
Did you make sure it was?
No,
That's the thing. You got to
that's
make sure she
JP's
got
part,
the right.
but I'm getting ready to make sure we got raw.
There you go.
But
As long as-
no, the main thing of everything is we've got a lot of rumors going around that I haven't heard about. And that's the only reason I've been in on this live. I want the shit to stop.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry about the words, but it's got to stop.
Yeah, it does. Because quite honestly, truthfully, we had to really think about it to even do this because truly it's nobody's business.
No,
This is my personal business.
yeah. And I've been here so long, I don't want to lose this place.
Well, that ain't happening.
I put a lot of work into this park in 7 years.
Now it's my business.
Yeah,
And you'll go nowhere
I know.
unless you choose to
No,
go somewhere.
I'm
but
not going nowhere. I might
He'll be-
move. I might move, but I'm not going
he'll
nowhere.
be drag him out of here.
Yeah, hi, Paisley.
They have to bury me in a hole over here before I go anywhere.
Here lies Sam.
Yeah.
And Johnny's inviting us for Easter church.
Is he?
Oh, that sounds nice. I have to see where I am that weekend. I'd be obligated to go to with my mom and daughters to the bed. I will have to see what's going on. I appreciate the invite tremendously, though. Thank you
Oh my
so much.
God.
But Sam and I might take you up on it.
There
Yeah.
you go. Cold
Well-
beer, you always lighten the mood, bro. Cold beer tends to like just
Like, yeah.
cracking an ice cold beer. It always lightens most moods. Hi, y'all.
Yeah.
Whoever that was.
Yeah, we got people honking at us while we're sitting out on porch.
Maybe
say,
they're
"Hey,
watching."
look at some YouTubers. Do
Well,
the
they see
YouTube-
the new sign sitting out there, so yeah.
Thank you, cold beer. See you, cold beer. Thank you for joining.
We appreciate it. We appreciate everyone coming in tonight. And
Yes.
thank you for your time.
Very much so. Are we
No,
gonna cut this? Are we done talking, or do you have any more
No,
questions?
I want to
Any more
bring up
questions,
one
Manny?
thing here, and I just want
Okay.
to say this because I don't get to see you guys. I am going to have to go here in a minute.
Okay.
So, short story. The reason I was late getting on was because I actually fell asleep.
Oh, I'm not surprised. I tried to call you.
I know. And then Darcy came in and she's like, "Aren't you supposed to be live?" And I woke up and I was like,
Darcy.
"Oh no."
Thank you, Darcy.
Yeah.
And
I was just like, hey, and
We're both sitting here looking at the camera like this, waiting for you to pop up.
I was like, you know what? We're gonna have a plan B. So we did, and then he jumped in anyway. So thank you, Maddie, for being
Well,
here.
I
Appreciate
wasn't
it.
gonna. What I did was I plugged in my phone to charge it, and because my charging port doesn't work good, I can't like sit there and play on my phone.
Yeah.
I have to just let it sit there, and I wasn't doing anything, and I was bored, and I just passed out. So, yeah,
Well,
I love
You
naps.
sound
now.
about like I did last night.
Yeah, I love naps. That's the one new thing about Backwoods. I love naps. Absolutely love them.
I'm going to get to know them a whole lot better.
Nap.
Yeah. I'm a
going to
big,
get to know
huge
them
fan
a
of
whole lot
naps.
better.
Huge fan of naps. But I do love all three of you very much.
I know.
Well, we love you too.
Very
love
I
much.
love
too,
you,
Matt.
man. Don't worry about it.
You guys are the best. And I know just from talking to everybody here on this side that's involved that everything has been so thought out. Carrie has spent hundreds of hours talking to me, unsure, making sure, how do I know I'm doing the right thing? Thinking everything through, working everything through. She's an adult. She knows what she's doing.
Okay.
Same with JB.
Okay.
JB knows her stuff.
Oh yeah.
She knows.
Yeah.
She's been around the block or two, so she knows. And she was looking for somebody, and she found the right person to work with and to teach. And I hope everybody the best in the business.
Thank you, Maddie. Thank you, Maddie. I appreciate that.
Mickey,
And
this wasn't supposed to have been a confrontation. This is just to let everyone know that that there are rumors going around, or were rumors.
Well, and it's like
Hopefully, it's were.
Well, and the reality is if it's taken as a confrontation to somebody,
Then have you said something you ought not be saying?
you probably shouldn't, be talking about stuff that you're uninformed about.
Sure.
And that's the
sure.
reality of it, is it shouldn't be.
I brought this up to Carrie on the phone. I said, eventually it's going to happen. Somebody's going to say something. It's the nature. It's the nature of it. It's unfortunate that it is, because sometimes people just don't know. But the other thing is, there was a lot going on behind the scenes that nobody ever saw.
Exactly.
Nobody knows how much work and
there still are.
Yeah.
For over half a year, stuff was going on that nobody knew about before the business ever even went into my name. There was lots of behind the scenes stuff that I kept my mouth.
Actually, Carrie, now that I think about it, my mental health actually started declining once you stopped talking to me so much about me. So you weren't my psychiatrist anymore.
Oh my
God.
My
decline over the past year is actually your fault.
No. Correlation does not equal causation.
I'm just kidding.
I was gonna say, don't talk bad about my girl.
Sam's gonna bury me somewhere on that property.
No,
I got a Kubota.
I got a Kubota. I can bury you wherever I want to.
No. Y'all are crazy. You're crazy. Ignore them.
Now it's burned into the internet for forever. So people, if I go missing, I'm at the park. Look for a fresh hole.
I have to take the part back that I got a Kubota. I don't have a Kubota. Carrie's got a Kubota.
Yeah.
And I think she'll let me borrow.
You guys, I have a tractor.
Yeah, she actually drove it.
What?
She actually drove the tractor.
And a dump bed trailer.
And a dump bed trailer.
And a boat.
And, well, she ain't got in the boat yet, but it's in the process.
Well, if she don't get in the boat soon, Judy's gonna sell the boat.
I'm getting in the boat. I'm getting in the boat.
I might have to teach her.
Get rid of the boat.
No, I'm getting in the boat. I'm getting in the boat.
The boat's ready now.
Okay, then we're going this week.
Well, you
The
guys,
boat's ready.
like I said, I'm gonna get going here. Carrie, if you so I don't have any of the information in front of me, and I'm drawing a blank. But anyways, Carrie and I, just so everybody knows, before I go here, Saturday night we're fishing with JBT. So there's a channel catfishing contest that we're doing. So we'd like to see everybody over there. I'm gonna lose. I'm not gonna catch a thing.
What?
I'm gonna lose.
Probably not. Well, you could lose lesser than other people, someone.
It's gonna be like 28 degrees while I'm out.
If you show up, you're winning. How about that?
Yeah,
I'll say that. Otherwise,
Yeah.
I can guarantee that it's going to be fun. I can always guarantee that. JBT's a great guy. You know that, Carrie.
Yeah.
He's one of us.
Yeah.
And
Oh, yeah.
anyways, I just want to
He's
throw that out
amazing.
there. But
He's got the best voice too. It's awesome.
he does. He does. He is. He's just a great guy.
Yes,
But,
absolutely.
But anyways, I'm going to
Thank
get
you,
going
Maddie.
here. I'm out.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
Yeah, appreciate it.
I love you guys.
And everybody
Slime
else.
on.
Slime
All
on.
right.
Slime on. I'll see
See
you
you
guys
next
later.
time.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, man.
If you need anything, just text me, Maddie.
I will, bud.
All right.
Thanks, guys. Thanks
Thanks,
for being
guys.
here.
So yeah, appreciate you, Heather. Thank you for being in here. Yes, Jamie, I do dye my hair, like I dye it, make it dead. That's why it looks like this. Yes, I do that. That is not a rumor. That's the truth. That's the truth. Thank you, Heather. I appreciate it. Again, thank you guys so much for tuning in tonight and for watching this with us. For
And
listening.
thanks, Mickey, for being here.
Yeah, thanks, Mickey.
For listening, and yeah, for tuning in, all of it. And
Yeah.
just if you've got questions, you can ask us. Like we can answer you.
Yeah.
And if you've got assumptions or concerns, you can
let us know.
We can talk about it. So I hope you guys have a wonderful evening. I am it's spring break, so me and the kids are going to be having a good week, and I'm going to share it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I hope you guys have a wonderful week also, and hope the weather's good where you are, or at least it gets good soon. And I will catch you guys on the next one. Toodles, y'all.
Toodles.
Bye-bye.
I got a grown man to say toodles. It's just
What?
glorious. Sam, you said toodles. It's
Huh?
awesome.
I would